Hello everybody and welcome to race number 2 of Season 9 NNSCRA Mobil1 Cup Series action coming at you on the NNSCRA Sports Channel. Hello, I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, here to welcome you to the Union Jack 300 at Rockingham UK. We're going to be going 34 laps of racing here at Rockingham UK over across the Atlantic in England, and we are going to be going at it pretty strong, as we are about ready to get the command to fire engines here in about 20 seconds. But with that said, let's quickly take a look and see how the top 10 in the point standings look coming into this race. Chris Washer is in the lead by 5 points over Austin LaPlante, and the rest of the top 10 is David Rivera, Chris Louvier, Gene Sanford, Jessica Sheldon, Cody Lamas, James McLeod, Charles Jackson, and Ty Dent, as we are about to get the command now.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there you have it. So, after a great race we had last week at Daytona, we are here in a mile and a half of Rockingham, UK, as you'll now see your starting grid showing up on your screen right now. But on my screen, I'm going to be taking a look at who's starting in the top 10. Rookie Austin Mongold is going to be in the 16 car on the pole for this race. Second is going to be rookie Chris Malley. Third will be Ricky Falcon. Fourth, Jacob Lawler. Fifth will be Steve Pollard. Sixth will be Gene Sanford. Seventh will be James Silverfox. Eighth will be Dylan Poteet. Ninth, Jessica Sheldon. 10th will be Alex May. So that is how your starting lineup is going to look for this race. So we got quite a few cars out of Turner Scott running up, are going to be starting in the top 10. May, Poteet, and Silverfox. So the only one, the Lone Ranger in James McLeod, he's going to be starting a little bit outside the top 10, and then same with Sean Henley. He's going to be starting towards the back of the field for this. Pace car pulling in the pit road. Now remember, the one issue these drivers seem to have with this track is trying to get on pit road and not hit that angled pit wall. Hopefully we don't have any of that today, but here we go. We're getting ready to go racing. 34 laps, boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. And already Ricky Falcon gonna make it 3 wide for the top spot. Ricky Falcon, who had a very impressive rookie season back in Season 8, he wants to try to carry over that momentum going in here into Season 9. Right now he's up at the front, but he's got rookie Steve Pollard coming up through the field as he wants to get the lead for himself, and Pollard's going to lead this lap. Steve Pollard is now up at the front as a rookie. Then Ricky Falcon. He's kind of the middleman right now when it comes to the rookies, because he's the only kind of veteran up here in this top 3, as he's got rookies in between them. But now Austin Mongold is going to try to come underneath for second. And here comes James Silverfox in that 34 Exide Chevy. For Turner Scott, he's going to try to get to third. And then behind him is Jacob Lawler, the Season 7 Snickers Cup Series champion. And I can see back here, there is Austin LaPlante, who comes into this race second in the points, only 5 points out behind Chris Washer. And oh, we got a wreck! Jessica Sheldon gets turned, Ricky Falcon turned around, and now he's spinning back up. Oh man, I hope he doesn't collect anybody. Oh, he collects a bunch of cars. Oh, there goes Trent Dunham. David Rivera with a huge buckle on his hood. James McLeod, Anthony McCreary involved. And Trent Dunham went for a wild ride similar to what happened to him. I can't remember if it was in Season 7 or 8 when he got clobbered in both the Mobil1, or no, yeah, it was the, oh, it actually was the Snickers Cup race here. I can't remember if it was season 7 or 8, but this was very reminiscent of that. And ironically, it was with Trent himself. There's the damage done to Ricky Falcon and Anthony McCreary. There is Trent, there is David Rivera, and James McLeod. Sheldon, who looked like she just got turned around. Oh, they're stacking up into each other. Don't you do that. Oh no, they're going to come in the pit road. I need to go to our nun cam to make sure nobody gets mangled by getting into this pit wall. Oh, they're all just scraping it. Chris Malley and Austin LaPlante do the right thing. Oh, Carson Gum gets into the wall. That's going to ruin his day. Oh, and Dylan Thoreau hits it. Same with Galligan. Now there's a pileup of cars trying to get in the pit road, but they can't because Sean Galligan and now William Bedford has hit the wall. Gosh, I hate it when this happens here at this track in any series. Meanwhile, it looks like Gene Sanford is going to come out first. So Gene Sanford will be the race leader on the restart. Then it will be James Silverfox, Brendan Berg, Chris Malley, and Jacob Lawler, the top 5. But let's go ahead and take a look at a replay of what brought the caution out for the first time today here at Rockingham, UK. Well, this was 3 wide coming off of turn 1. And it looked like Jessica Sheldon just got tight and goes up into Ricky Falcon. And Clay Rogers was in the middle of that, but he drove away. Now watch as Ricky Falcon comes back up the racetrack. And the first guy he's going to nail is David Rivera. Watch this. Boom! Clobbers him, and then McLeod gets it. And then there you see Trent Dunham and McCreary. And wow, Trent. Wow, that wild ride that Trent does. I don't know how nobody else hit the 8 car. Let's see this hit that Trent Dunham takes in this. Right in the back of Ricky Falcon into McCreary, and he goes upside down over top of James McLeod. But David Rivera's car is just totaled. Let's see how hard of a hit he takes. Bam! Hard hit, and Falcon just went on a wild spin, and then McLeod and McCreary and Trent all just piled into the 28 up high. Now, let's go up and see if anybody did hit the 9 of Shelton. As she goes down, she nails Clay Rogers. And she's just spinning going into turn 2. I don't think anybody hit her. I think she just went for a slide. But watches up ahead where Ricky Falcon's going to get clobbered. Boom! Hard! And then hit by Trent. And then Trent gets hit by McCreary. And the mayhem ensues. Let's take a look at it one more time for Ricky Falcon. Watch how hard of a hit he takes from the 28. And watch him just immediately go flying spins as a result of getting hit also by McLeod and by Trent Dunham. But just good golly. But I mean, with that shown, let's go ahead and take you to the restart here at Rockingham, UK. Well, after that first caution, we have several cars out of the race. Not only due to an incident on track, but also cars getting into the pit wall. And the cars that are out are Carson Gum, Chris Louvier, Jeff Fair, Ricky Falcon, David Rivera, James McLeod, Trent Dunham, and Anthony McCreary. With that said, let's take a look at how the field looks. Pit stops happen. Gene Sanford is the leader. Second is James Silverfox. Third is Brendan Berg. Fourth is Chris Malley. Fifth is Jacob Lawler. Sixth is Austin LaPlante, who could potentially be the new points leader coming out of this race, considering David Rivera ran into trouble, but he's got to get by Chris Washer. 7th is Austin Mongold. 8th is Kyle Corbett. 9th, Matthew Dalio. 10th, Connor Breeden. 11th is Ty Dent. 12th is Cody Lamas. 13th, Steve Pollard. 14th is Chris Washer. 15th, Clay Rogers. 16th, Dylan Young. 17th, Dylan Thoreau. 18th, Dylan Poteet. 19th, Charles Jackson. 20th is Alex May. And I think that's going to be all we can check for the field, because we are getting ready to go back green with about 26 laps to go. And here we go, 26 to go here at Rockingham, UK. And Jean Sanford is up at the front. And remember, she was a rookie last season in Mobil1 Cup. This season, she's in her sophomore season. She's up at the front, but now James Silverfox is going to go by for the lead. Now, I have noticed in Mobil1 Cup, this seems to be the Achilles heel for James Silverfox when it comes to good runs, because they'll sometimes end up, for the most part, being crashed or have other problems like an engine failure before the race even starts. But right now, he's hoping to turn all that around and win a race. And right now, he is up at the front right now, with a nice gap between himself and rookie Chris Malley, and Austin LaPlante up in the third. And with him being completely way ahead of Chris Washer, Austin LaPlante would be the new points leader going into the next race, which will be at Texas. And then after Texas, considering I also have the Snickers Cup schedule, there will be 2 weeks off for Mobil1 Cup. We'll be returning when we get to Atlanta weekend for Snickers Cup. But with that said, back up at the front, James Silverfox leads. But Austin LaPlante, he's actually coming in hot on the 34 right now. Although Chris Malley trying to make a run at the 60. Right now, Chris Malley is the highest of the rookies, and then you got 2 rookies battling behind him. Brendan Berg and Austin Mongold battling for 4th. Battle going on for the 6th position. Kyle Corbett has it. Connor Breeden wants it. And now Jacob Lawler's entered into the battle for himself. And he's running in 8th. Then you got Ty Dent in 9th. And then a huge battle for 10th. And Chris Washer trying to get up there. And so too is Steve Pollard. As Jean Sanford actually has fallen way back here. Because again, freight trained by so many cars. But now she's starting to try to get back up there. She's in 11th. She wants to get up to 10th. Meanwhile, up at the front, Chris Malley is now going for the lead underneath of Silverfox. Lead change once again here in the race, and it's rookie Chris Malley in the 22 for Penske is now up at the front. So right now, let's take a look and see how the field looks at the moment, but we're going to wait until this battle stops. As here comes Silverfox back underneath for the top spot. And it looks like he might get it coming off of turn 1 here. And he does get it. So now let's take a look at the field. James Silverfox is the leader. 2nd is Chris Malley. 3rd is Austin LaPlante. 4th, Austin Mongold. 5th, Brendan Berg. 6th is Connor Breeden. 7th, Kyle Corbett. 8th is Jacob Lawler, 9th is Ty Dent, 10th is Jean Sanford. 11th is Chris Washer, 12th Steve Pollard, 13th Dylan Poteet, 14th is Charles Jackson, 15th Kyle Matthews, 16th Clay Rogers, 17th Alex May, 18th Matthew Dalio, 19th is James Qualls. Battle for 20th as Lewis Stevens comes underneath of 21st Danny Wells. 22nd, Cody Lamas. Whoa, he about slid up and wrecked Danny Wells, but he actually makes a good move to go by him. 23rd is Momo Akari. 24th, Nick Smith. 25th, Dylan Thoreau. 26th, Sean Henley. 27th, Dylan Young. 28th, Bob Jones. 29th is TJ Dent. 30th is William Bedford. 31st is Daniel Gilbert. Couple of slower cars. 32nd now is Jessica Shelton. 33rd, Sean Galligan. 34th, Joshua Collard. And that is it. Meanwhile, Chris Malley still leads. Austin LaPlante trying to get to second, but Silver Fox trying to come back. As we are past halfway here at Rockingham, UK. And we're seeing some good battles going on up in the top 10. Jacob Lawler trying to go underneath Connor Breeden. Same with, and almost a wreck with Ty Dent and Connor Breeden. Two rookies battling for the 8th spot. Gene Sanford slowly but surely lurking into this battle. And wow, Connor Breeden actually got a better run up off the high line. I don't know if Ty Dent had to back out of the throttle or what, but Connor Breeden is going to keep the 8th spot. Back up here, we got a battle for 5th brewing between Austin Mongold and Kyle Corbett. Mongold's going to have the low line to work with, so it looks like he's going to get the spot. Back up here at the front, this battle for 2nd is just not ended, with LaPlante and Silver Fox just going back and forth for that spot. And this is what the leader, Chris Malley, likes to see, because it's giving him a little bit of an advantage to stay up at the front. 14 to go here at Rockingham, UK. And Chris Malley, who is a rookie, an unknown driver in NNSCRA competition, he is up at the front of this thing. And wow, Austin LaPlante has fallen way back off the pace in 3rd, and he's about to get challenged by Brandenburg for the spot now. I don't know what happened with LaPlante. I don't know if he almost got wrecked and he had to back out way off to avoid getting into Silver Fox, or I don't know, but he's fallen out of touch to the 2nd spot, and he's getting challenged by Brandenburg behind him for the 3rd position. Connor Breeden's moved up into the 5th spot. Gene Sanford slowly making her way back up through the field as she's in the 6th spot now. Brandenburg still trying to get a line going underneath of LaPlante for 3rd, and I think he's going to get it here, coming off of 1 here, although they're still side by side. Still side by side, but I think Berg may get it off of turn 2. No, not quite. LaPlante's still hanging in tough. Up high, coming off of 3 now. Side by side for 3rd between Brandenburg and Austin LaPlante. And the caution's out again. Caution comes out with 11 laps to go. I wonder what for. Oh, we got a car upside down. That's Danny Wells. Daniel Gilbert was involved. Matthew Dalio, Kyle Matthews. TJ Dent was in it. Dylan Thoreau was involved. Oh man, there were a bunch of cars. Sean Henley, Lewis Stevens, Bob Jones, Dylan Young. This had to have been a massive wreck that happened. Nobody coming in the pit road. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the replay of what brought the caution out for the 2nd time today, as a big wreck has occurred here at Rockingham, UK. Well, it looks like the wreck is going to start here with the 7 of Kyle Matthews as he's getting freight trained. Looks like Momo Akari got tight and he had a big run. He just gets into the 7. And the 7 goes for a huge slide. And then he gets hit by Lewis Stevens and Matthew Dalio. And wow, that was some hard hits given. not only from Dalio, but also from Dylan Young. But then watch here with Danny Wells. Oh, right in the driver's side by Bob Jones, and that's what got him upside down. Then into Dylan Young, and then Daniel Gilbert hits him, and he starts pirouetting and spinning on his roof, kind of like a spin top or something. But man, that was a massive crash that happened. Let's take a look at how this starts one more time. As it starts with the 7 getting clipped by Momo Akari, and is going for a slide, and then Lewis Stevens, Matthew Dalio going to the helicopter camera, comes in, nails him, and then Dylan Young practically went underneath of the 7, and then there you see, actually Sean Henley did an alright job of getting through. Oh, he actually did get Dylan Young, his teammate. As we were trying to look at what else happened, yeah, Dylan Thoreau came flying into the wreck, right into Dalio. And then with Danny Wells, Bob Jones, and TJ Dent all came flying into the wreck. William Bedford does a good job to avoid it. Daniel Gilbert almost got through, but he just clips at the end his teammate, Danny Wells, up there. But yeah, that was a huge wreck that occurred here. But let's go ahead and take you back to the restart here at Rockingham UK. Well, after that last caution, more cars retired out of the race, and they are TJ Dent, Matthew Dalio, Danny Wells, Dylan Young, Dylan Thoreau, Bob Jones, and Daniel Gilbert. But with that said, Chris Malley is your leader. Second is James Silverfox. Third is Brendan Berg. Fourth is Austin LaPlante. Fifth is Connor Breeden. Sixth is Gene Sanford. Seventh, Jacob Lawler. Eighth, Austin Mongold. Ninth, Ty Dent. 10th is Kyle Corbett. 11th is Chris Washer. 12th, Dylan Poteet. 13th, James Qualls. 14th, Steve Pollard. 15th is Charles Jackson. 16th is Clay Rogers. 17th is Alex May. 18th, Nick Smith. 19th, Momo Akari. 20th is Cody Lamas. 21st is William Bedford. 22nd, Jessica Shelton. 23rd, Sean Galligan. 24th, Kyle Matthews. 25th is Joshua Collard. 26th, Sean Henley. And 27th is Lewis Stevens. Getting ready to go back racing with 7 laps to go here at Rockingham UK. So we're almost through with this very good race. We've seen some great racing, but 2 big wrecks happen. Hope we can finish it under green. And here we go. Green flag is out. Chris Malley didn't really get quite going on that restart. James Silverfox actually got a better jump. As he's right on the back bumper of Chris Malley, he may want to try to go for the lead here. And he's got a run coming underneath of the 22. Silverfox trying to get back up to the front, and I think he might get it coming off of turn 4 here. Entering 4, and now Brendan Berg is coming in for second underneath of Chris Malley. 3 rookies make out the top 5, second through 4th with Malley, Berg, and Breeden. But right now it is James Silverfox in the lead with 6 to go here at Rockingham UK. Meanwhile, we're looking around to see who all is off the pace, and there are quite a few cars who are slow on track. Battle for the lead rages on still, and Chris Malley about got into James Silverfox. Gonna stay tucked in line behind the 34. With 5 to go, Silverfox leads, but here comes Malley back underneath. We're seeing some great racing going on up here at the front. Oh, and almost a wreck between the top 2. But Chris Malley gets the lead back. And now here comes Connor Breeden, Gene Sanford, and Brendan Berg all coming in. So make it a 5-car battle for the lead practically. Holy schnides. Connor Breeden now goes to second. Gene Sanford into third. 4 to go. Chris Malley leads, but now Connor Breeden starting to get a bit of a run on the 22 in this 5-car battle for the lead. And we are still clean and green here at the track. Top 5 are all single file right now, but for how long though? Because these cars are going to definitely start trying to find lines to run on to get an advantage over the guy ahead of them. 3 laps to go for Chris Malley. Right now he's got a little bit of a cushion between himself and Connor Breeden, but Breeden, he's got Gene Sanford crawling behind him. Gene Sanford trying to get up to the front. She's just only a couple spots away from that. But she needs to go for a low bottom lane run underneath of Breeden. And here she comes. Underneath for second as it's 2 to go for Chris Malley. Gene Sanford, however, is getting a run on Connor Breeden. Didn't quite get down low enough to where she could have made a pass, so she's got to stay back in line. But Connor Breeden starting to make a run at the 22 of Malley. He needs to get down low going into 4 here, and I think he might get it, and he does. But the caution is out. This is the battle back to the line. Who's going to get the win here? Who wins it? Oh, it was a photo finish, but I think Chris Malley got him. And indeed he did get him. Caution came out again, and it looked like for William Bedford. Kyle Matthews was involved again. Oh, and Chris Washer, the points leader, even got damage out of this. Something big had to have happened again to bring the caution out. As the cars are all trying to slow down into pace lap formation. But I think from what I saw, it looked like Chris Malley by about a bumper outbeat Connor Breeden to the line, so I think Chris Malley would get the victory. Because he beat Connor Breeden to the line, so if they don't get everything sorted out here, then I don't know what's going to happen. Because right now, Sanford and Breeden are just running side by side in front of the 22, not letting the 22 get up to the lead, as they are almost about to crash. They're just rubbing doors on each other going to the line. And apparently they're giving the win to Gene Sanford. What in the world? This ain't right. Chris Malley was clearly the leader when they got to the line to take the caution, so you would think... Oh, wait a minute, now they're reshuffling. Wait a second. Why are they scoring Breeden and Sanford in 26th, 27th? They were running clearly in 2nd and 3rd. What in the world is going on here right now? I guess they are still trying to sort out the finishing results. But they have given the win to Chris Malley. So Chris Malley did win the race officially, but I guess the rest of the finishing order is still in question, as I guess they're still trying to sort it out, and I think they're starting to let them get back into their line so they can come to get the official results sorted. Either way, that was a pretty odd last lap under caution, where at one point it looked like they said Gene Sanford won until they got the lineup fixed. But there's still a need to get fixed because clearly Connor Breeden and Gene Sanford finished 2nd and 3rd, but they're apparently not being scored there. Oh, wait a minute, they might have gotten penalized for not letting the leader cross the finish line first. Oh, that is big. That might be why they're not getting scored 2nd and 3rd. I think they got penalized for not letting the leader by. on the last lap. So, man, oh man, that was not what those two wanted. But either way, Chris Malley wins the Union Jack 300 at Rockingham, UK. Let's look at the results. Chris Malley, who pretty much dominated this race, he's going to get his first ever Mobil1 Cup Series win, and he's going to get it here at Rockingham, UK. Great job for the 22 car out of Penske. Unofficially, second will be James Silverfox. Great job for that 34 car for Turner Scott. Brendan Berg, solid performance in third. Austin LaPlante, great run of fourth. It looks like he's going to get the points lead going into Texas next week. And then Kyle Corbett rounding out the top five. Great run for him. James Qualls finishing in sixth. Great run for him. Austin Mongold, the pole sitter, comes away with a solid seventh place finish. Dylan Poteet gets a top 10 run coming back after a last place finish at Daytona last week. He gets an 8th place run this week. Great job for Poteet. Ty Dent, solid run of 9th, and Jacob Lawler rounding out the top 10, the rest of the top 20. Charles Jackson, Nick Smith, Clay Rogers, Steve Pollard, Cody Lamas, Kyle Matthews, Momo Akari, Alex May, Jessica Sheldon, and Sean Galligan. And then the rest of the cars that finished on the lead lap were Joshua Collard, Chris Washer, Sean Henley, Lewis Stevens, and William Bedford. Even though they were supposed to have finished second and third, but they got penalized a lap for not letting the leader by on the final lap, Connor Breeden and Gene Sanford will finish 26th and 27th as a result. And then the rest of the cars were out of the race after the cautions that came out, and they are TJ Dent, Matthew Dalio, Danny Wells, Dylan Young, Dylan Thoreau, Bob Jones, Daniel Gilbert, Carson Gum, Chris Louvier, Jeff Fair, Ricky Falcon, David Rivera, James McLeod, Trent Dunham, and Anthony McCrory. That does it for our coverage of a crazy race, but a great race at that, here at Rockingham, UK. We'll see you next week when we head to Texas. But until then, here are your results, rookie points and regular points heading into Texas. And this is Levi McIntyre, a.k.a. ThrashManiac99, saying thank you for checking out this race. And thank you, and come be a part of the crew today for the NNSCRA Sports Channel, offline racing at its best.